As well. He's just having the final say, just having the last word in most of these exchanges.
That's what he needs to do every time Rungvisai works. Just take that step back quickly, make him fall short, and he'll tire him out himself.
Clumsy that from Rungvisai, just rushing in a bit, looking for the body, couldn't find it. Estsada with a big winging wide hook, a little bit of a slow punch, but it didn't cost him. Nice sneaky short right hand as Rungvisai was coming in.
Boxing well, Estsada. He's just got to keep this up for the 12 rounds. Like I say, cannot afford to switch off. Rungvisai, big puncher. That's nice work from Estsada, hooking off the jab, bringing the right hand in. I like the way that he's mixing things up. Good shot selection, good repertoire. Nice one, nice double jab right hand.
Right hand got a reaction there from Rungvisai.
The sharpness on Estrada's punches is really impressing me right now. He's not tightening up, he's not looking for power, he's just throwing sharp little punches, sharp, accurate scoring punches that wear you down. Stop, keep Rungvisai off his balance, stop him from setting.
Yeah, he's finding a nice rhythm, there's a real sort of bounce in his step, and he's just letting things flow and winning this round again here, comfortably for me.
So closing seconds of the third, and this is a good start for the Mexican, really is. Jose Caballero leading the corner there for Juan Francisco Estsada. He's had a couple of outings since that first fight with Rungvisai, wins against Felipe Oracuta and Victor Mendez. Got the job done in both of those, neither was particularly inspiring, probably struggled to really get up for them, to be honest, because this was what he was waiting for, this was what he wanted. The WBC super flyweight title on the line. The United Kingdom has a super flyweight champion, of course, in Calify with the WBA. You'll be watching this with interest, I'm sure. Rungvisai just dipping his head a bit as he comes forward there, and again he's working that clock face. Estsada just keeping Rungvisai turning, as you said, Dave, just offsetting him, keeping him unable to come forward in that straight line and let those hands go.
Yeah, he's found a formula for the first 3 rounds for me, where if he just sticks to it, then he wins the fight. But can he maintain it? Once he starts getting a little bit tired, can he maintain it? Can he mentally stick with the concentration?
Looking for the body there, Rungvisai, and he, for his part, has got to try and do something just to try and take the steam out of Estsada a bit, try and slow him down. He's not necessarily always looking for the big shot. He knows he is a naturally big puncher. He's just got to try and hit Estsada on the shoulders, anywhere really.
Estrada's managing to control the pace, and that's a big help for him in this fight.
Lovely up from Estsada there on the inside. This is good from Estsada. He's not loading up, he's just letting his hands go.
He's finding good combinations. Right hand there from Rungvisai, but I think he was just backpedaling a bit, Estsada, and then finds good range with a hook, makes contact with it.
Rungvisai just cannot match Estsada for work rate at the minute. The tempo, the fluidity,
all the speed.
Estsada got a real bounce in his step now, everything flowing, both hands going body ahead. This is good work from Estsada.
Switching between the stances there, Rungvisai trying to find something that's going to work for him, something that's going to change the pattern, disrupt the flow that is coming from the man in front of him.
Well, I think he switched southpaw because he doesn't know what else to do. He's getting outboxed here.
This is brilliant from Estsada.
Really is terrific boxing, this. Just picking him off on the way in there, and that's another big round for Estsada. Damaging, because at the minute, the man we're looking at, he just can't do anything at all with his opponents.
And you can see now in his body language, he looks like he's starting to get a little bit frustrated. You know, like you said, just switching southpaw, having a little smirk on his face at a point there. He's not expecting, he wasn't expecting this at all.
That's the word, frustrated. He's frustrated, embarrassed, he's running out of ideas, confused. He knows he's 4 rounds down, and he's got to do something about it. Estsada just nicely pulling out of range there, landing a jab, right uppercut as he's moving back and gets out of the way of the left hook coming from Rungvisai. Really boxing well, Estsada. He'll be really happy now.
Well, just made him reach there, didn't he? Made him fall in, and as he lost his balance and came forward, just picked him off. And as you've been saying, Matt, he's not looking to land the finishing shot, he's just looking to land, and he's doing it regularly. Saw Rungvisai there, though, with a good right hand himself, just caught Estsada on the jaw at the start of the round, but he took it well enough.
Yeah, but you know, expect this round Rungvisai to really go for it now, because he knows it's 4 rounds down. You have to go out there and change them. If you carry on doing the same thing's going to happen round after round. So you need to change, you need to make it more hot, make it more intense, make Estsada make mistakes.
Yeah, going to see a lot more urgency in Rungvisai in this round, I feel, but that could play into the hands of Estsada, and he may well be able to pick him up even more as he comes, kind of, you know, the bull of the matador. So I think it has to be intelligent pressure from Rungvisai. If he gets too reckless, if he gets too urgent, that could easily play into the hands of Estsada.
But I make you right, he's just got to get on the scoreboard, hasn't he? Because he will be aware, I'm sure, that those first 4 rounds have gone Estrada's way, and I just don't see how there could be any argument about that whatsoever. Nice short left hand there from Estsada as he was trying to open out. Short right again there, just catches Rungvisai as he's trying to move forward, trying to close down that gap.
You can see the confidence now in Estsada, almost a swagger to his boxing right here in the 5th round.
But this is where you've got to speak to him and make sure he doesn't get too confident. He doesn't feel as though it's too easy, especially when you're in a puncher like Rungvisai. It's beautiful work.
Great combination again, double jab followed by the right hand, working the hands on the inside, short shots but are accurate. The left did get through there from Rungvisai, but for every punch that he's landing, Estrada's landing 4 or 5.
Yeah, really good stuff here, Estsada. Real spring in his step, swagger to his work now, boxing with real confidence here as we come into the left. Oh, lovely 1-2 down the middle from Estsada. He's really boxing well here.
Just been so accurate with everything that he's thrown, really. Every single mistake or hint of a mistake that Rungvisai has made or that he's forced him into making, he's been made to pay for it.
Good timing, good accuracy, good speed, good variety, really mixing things up nice. Even defensively, he's slipping, he's kind of dipping the left shoulder there. Boxing really well here with Estsada.
Final few seconds of the round, and it is another round that is going to go to the man in black and silver. So Rungvisai looking to try and finish it strongly, positively, but again he raises his gloves as he makes his way back towards the round. So into the 6th, and the man in red and orange there has got to do something about this, and he's got to do it quick. It's not like he's not trying, but he's just not having any kind of an impact. Good stiff jab there again, just catches Rungvisai as he was trying to move his head as he moved forward. So the first time there, Estsada just onto the back foot, but slips away to his left-hand side.
Estrada boxing so well in the first 5 rounds here. Lovely left hook to the body from him. He's just got to stay focused, just got to keep concentration, don't get reckless, don't switch off. But he's well ahead. He's won every round on the card. I can't see that anyone could have given it any other way here, but he's boxing so well. Like I said, just got to keep this going now, got to stay focused, keep concentration, because Rungvisai is going to come, because he's going to have to come.
Left to the body was a decent shot there from Rungvisai. Bang on the belt, just above.
Left hook underneath from Estsada was good as well.
Using the jab a little bit more here, Rungvisai, to try and work his way in. Dabbing little right hand there from Rungvisai, got through, but just before that, Estsada landed a jab to the body. This has been one of the closer rounds we've had.
Yeah, I was just thinking this is at least this is a bit more competitive now.
Made to reach for that right hand again there. But Estsada just moved off to his left, couldn't really make him pay. Good right hand on the inside there from Estsada, followed by a left, and then just moved his feet, got out of the corner.
Good left hook underneath again.
Left to the body there from Rungvisai, but just before that there was a 1-2 again from Estsada. The right hand was caught on the gloves.
It's been a better, closer round, but I still feel Estrada's the man in the driving seat, landing the better shots.
I agree. It's been a better round for Rungvisai, but he hasn't done enough to win it. And by our estimation, he's 6 rounds down through the first 6, so he has got to turn this fight on his head if he is going to retain that WBC super flyweight title.
But while Estrada's got his legs about him, I can't see him doing this.
Modo, Juan, ni modo, tienes que buscar abajo el gancho al hígado. El gancho se le está doliendo, pero ¿cómo es la manera de metérselo?
Well, there's only 2 ways really that Rungvisai can win the fight from here. He lands something massive which just turns this around, or he throws it away.
Looking at the way he's boxed for the first 6 rounds, I can't see him throwing it away. He looks so switched on, he's boxing the perfect fight.
Switched on and looks really comfortable in there too.
Yeah.
So into the second half, and really this has been the 6 rounds of a fight that Estsada has come on stronger in. He did that against Carlos Cuadras when he won the final eliminator, put him down in the 10th round. He was that knocked down, which proved to be the difference between the two, 114, 113 on all the scorecards. And in the second half against Rungvisai in their first meeting, he did better in the second half than he did in the first. But he just left himself with too much of a deficit to try and overhaul. That is not the case tonight. Right hand there from Rungvisai. As Estsada maybe just got a little bit careless.
Yeah, and then that's good from Estsada. Get back on the jab, in and out with your feet. You know, make him reach for you. Don't get excited. I don't feel that Estsada needs to go into any 50-50 shootouts when he's boxing so well at long range.
Yeah, 100%. He's in complete control of this fight. There's no need to risk anything. No, when there's so much at stake, you don't need to risk nothing. Boxing brilliant.
Well slipped there, ruled by the referee. No knockdown. Gloves just being wiped off.
It's just something else for Rungvisai to get frustrated about. You know, his pride. You know, when a fighter slips, you feel embarrassed, and you know everything's going against you. He's losing every single round here, and then to find himself slipping as well, he'll be even more embarrassed.
He's boxed mainly out of the orthodox stance tonight. He has switched a lot during the course of his career, but just nothing he's done at any point so far has worked, and that is demoralising.
Yeah, and he's starting to look demoralised here now. He looks really disheartened, as Dave said. Even though there was a push to the floor, the crowd cheer, he feels embarrassed, and he's being dominated here in the 7th round. Beautiful double jab right hand. Estsada really starting to dominate the fight here. I mean, he's won every round of my card. Not only is he winning, he's starting to really dominate now.
Big time.
Stiff right hand coming through, and the confidence is boiling over
beautiful.
almost. Tremendous stuff from Estsada. Good, snappy, spiteful jab. He started very, very well in that first round. It was a big round. He really did just plant that flag, lay down a marker.
Rungvisai looking really disheartened here, going southpaw, but again, I think more out of not knowing what else to do more than anything.
Desperation. Do yourself. But, you know, I said at the beginning of the fight, just before we started, one thing you have to take into account, I'm not taking anything away from Estsada here, but at these sort of weights, 32 years old is old, you know, and you don't know if age is catching up on Rungvisai as well. Obviously, it's Estrada's boxing ability, and he's been brilliant, but, you know, 32 is old for this weight division.
This is his 53rd professional fight.
It's a lot of miles on the clock.
Again, made to miss with that right hand, and then made to pay as Estsada goes to the body with his right.
Beautiful 1-2 right angle. Really good accuracy from Estsada tonight.
Maybe a bit of a surprise that he's boxed out of the orthodox stance quite as much as he has saw Rungvisai. Left hand there from Estsada. Good right hand on the inside there from the Thai, from the champion. Estsada just took a little bit of a walk back towards the ropes. He just needs to keep those feet moving, just keep him in the middle of that ring, just turning.
Even when Rungvisai lands with a shot every so often, you can still see the confidence in Estrada's face. He walks straight back in there, lets his hands go. He looks like a confident man.
Yeah, even just slipping and sliding there, just going from left to right. His tail is well and truly up. Like I said, there's a swagger to Estsada. Now, he's boxing brilliantly here. He's totally in control, dominating this fight. This is going to take something really, really big from Rungvisai to change this fight.
Well, he needs knockdowns or a knockout. That's the only way you can do it. He's losing this round again.
Yeah.
Cuffing right hand down from Estsada, just lands on the side of the head. And that straight 1-2 again. The right hand gets down the middle, gets through. He's never really hurt his opponent, Estsada. So Rungvisai's never really looked in any particular trouble, but he's just been landed on cleanly, regularly.
Yeah, he's never looked hurt, Andy, but he has looked disheartened a couple of times. He's looked really frustrated, he's looked disheartened, and he's looked like, you know, Estsada really turned the screw.
Estrada's landed so many left hooks underneath the right elbow of Rungvisai, and they take a lot out of you, don't they? They sicken you.
Well, the crowd enjoying this. It is a heavily pro.
But it's going to be a really hard-fought fight, a close fight.
Well, Estsada boxing so well, he's making Rungvisai feel every single day of his 32 years. Lovely work there from Estsada. Put 4, 5, 6 punch combinations together, going from head to body, back on the jab. Like I say, there's the swagger to his work now.
Well, in the southpaw stance now, and over his career, that's what we've been used to seeing him in more often than not. Tonight he's been mostly boxing orthodox, but he does switch. He has always done that. Looking for the right to the body there, Estsada. Just dipping in with that front foot and taking the feet back. Falling short with that backhand and then looking to the body. Nice little flurry on the inside there from Rungvisai.
Rungvisai going southpaw just seems to have just taken Estsada out of his stride a little bit. He's not throwing as many punches. He's not been as active.
Nice 1-2 there from Estsada. But yeah, up until that, he hadn't really landed. He was almost like he was trying to reset and
just
rethink
figuring him
things.
out, yeah.
Well, it's the final minutes of the 9th. And if he can finish this round well here, Rungvisai might be able to take it back into the orthodox stance now.
Oh, good right hook on the...
Yeah, good body shot there from Estsada. He just looks a lot snappier. He's more accurate. He's much better hand speed.
Yeah.
He seems to have a lot more energy as well. He's boxing well again here now. Like you say, had a little bit of a rethink when Rungvisai went southpaw, slowed things down a little bit, but he's putting shots together again.
Final few seconds of the round. And again, it's been better from Rungvisai, but still probably not enough. Needs something huge here to turn this around. He's in the orange and red. He's the champion, the defending WBC super flyweight champion. Juan Estsada, who had a good reign as unified champion at flyweight. He's in the black and silver. Nice left hand on the inside there from Estsada. Rungvisai, you can almost hear the effort he's trying to put into these shots that he's trying to bring to this contest now. He gets caught there as he falls just short with that right again. Tight looking combination there from Rungvisai.
I mean, even the most generous of scorecards must feel that Rungvisai needs a knockout here, or at least a couple of knockdowns.
Yeah, I think the only competitive close round there's been was the last one.
No knockdown, just a little bit of a slip there from Estsada. The gloves may have just touched down, I think. Looking to get straight back on that jab, leads off with the hook. Well, that was a decent shot, I think, from Rungvisai on the inside. That stopped Estsada in his tracks there.
Yeah, stumbled him up. I'm not sure if it was balance, but it certainly steadied him. Back southpaw now, Rungvisai. Look better from Rungvisai, landing a three-punch combination, straight shots down the middle.
Well, he's looked better when he's boxed as a southpaw, and that is what we are used to seeing from him.
Absolutely.
I don't get why he's boxed orthodox.
Maybe some reason for that will emerge after the fight, but it can only be tactical. It's as simple as that. It can only be some kind of plan that they've come up with. Just taking the weight back there, Estsada. Staggered a little bit. Good right hand on the inside there from Rungvisai. He's found the target a bit in this round.
Yeah, way more effective when he boxes from the southpaw stance. So comprehensively outboxed for the majority of this fight. I thought he won the last round, and he's certainly having a lot more success when he's southpaw. I mean, this is a lot better from him. You know, he's getting close. He's making.
Well, low blow there called by the referee. So Rungvisai sent to the neutral corner, and Estsada will be given time to recover here, and the sensible thing to do would be to take it. Just has a little walk, just trying to get the circulation back. Nothing deliberate about that. Well, he's saying that he's okay. Good right hand there from Estsada as Rungvisai looked to try and come forward and maybe take advantage of the illegal blow that he landed.
See, this is much more competitive as a southpaw.
And just staggered onto the back foot again there, Estsada, and what he doesn't want to do is hold his feet and have it with Rungvisai. That's not the approach that he's taken in the fight up until this point. That's not what has served him so well, but he has just stopped circling now. He started to hold his feet a bit, and as a result, he is starting to get caught through a good right hand back in himself there, Estsada. But if you're in the corner, you're probably screaming at him not to do this.
Oh, definitely.
Landed a lovely right hand, like you say, Andy, but Rungvisai having more success in this round than he's probably had in the whole fight. Big left hand there from Rungvisai.
See, he's taking unnecessary risks here. He's absolutely miles in front. There's no need to fight like this.
With the right hand there, Estsada just dipping over. Just took his eye off his man for a second. And he's beginning to be made to look a bit uncomfortable.
And it's all come from Rungvisai switching southpaw. It's one the first fight he wins, and he boxes throughout as a southpaw. Sort of a rematch. The winner changes his style. There's no need to.
I cannot believe it has taken Rungvisai this long to get into the southpaw stance. You know what I mean? It's mind-boggling, really. He's so much more effective as a southpaw.
Well, as soon as you say that, it goes back to orthodox. But he's had a good round here. This is his round, certainly, I would say.
Oh, good right hand.
He's just dipping away to his right-hand side. Not quite listing to his right-hand side, but leaning so far over there, Estsada, that he is ripe for an uppercut, for a short left hand, that southpaw backhand. He's got to be careful. This is in the palm of his hand. He's got 3 more minutes to go after this. He's just got to stay on his feet and hear the final bell, and he has surely won it. But that was a much better round for the champion.
He's on a roll. I've got him winning the last 2 rounds. Can you imagine if Rungvisai comes out and chins him?
Well, that's what he's going to have to do. That's what he has to do. He is capable of it. He's done it on many, many occasions. Well, the ice pack on the back of the neck is the final break. They just need to suck the air in now, give themselves every available second to rest before they come out for this final 3 minutes.
Vamos, Juan, sube bien las manos.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 12, final round.
So here we go, 3 minutes to go. The WBC Super Flyweight Championship up for grabs. In possession of it, Srisaket Rungvisai in the orange and red. The challenger, Juan Francisco Estsada, in the black and silver. We have him, in terms of the scorecard, completely in control here. Rungvisai's come back into it in the last couple of rounds, certainly. Clips Estsada with a good right hand there, a solid right hand. He's just got to get on his bike here, Estsada, surely, because how on earth his corner could have given him any other instructions than that, I do not know.
Well, I don't know why Estsada was slugging it out here, standing toe-to-toe and trading with Rungvisai. I mean, he's well ahead on, got to be well ahead on the cards.
This is absolutely crazy for me, to be honest. It's great being macho and playing to the crowd and coming out a hero like that, but when you're in against a big puncher, you're giving him that opportunity.
Yeah, and momentum has certainly swung in Rungvisai's favour the last couple of rounds, but Estsada has to be well ahead on the cards.
Well, it's the 3 scoring judges at ringside who count, as we know. By my reckoning, if Rungvisai takes this final round, then you could give him maximum 4 rounds here. I don't see how you could give him any more than that, but what we think doesn't matter. Heading towards the final minute. Just fainting to throw that left hand there. Rungvisai doesn't really let it go. The crowd just trying to get Estsada through to the final bell here. Reaching for that right hand, Estsada just looking a little bit open there as he was trying to come forward. And it's now or never, really, for the champion if he's going to retain. Straight left hand, the southpaw left hand got through, but Estsada provides a response there.
Again, Rungvisai having more success from the southpaw stance, but Estsada answering him back. I'll be absolutely shocked.
Good combination from Estsada there, right on the bell, and both of them raise their gloves. For this Estsada, who mounts the corner post, he is confident, he is convinced, he is sure that he has got it. The champion does a similar kind of thing. It's all kidology at this stage, really. From where we were sitting, the way we saw this, Juan Francisco Estsada has won this fight. He took control of it, he took charge of it right from the very start. Rungvisai did keep coming forward, that is true. He did win some rounds towards the end, but really it was only those final couple when it was too late that he got himself onto the scoreboard. Boxing predominantly out of the orthodox stance when we're used to seeing him as a southpaw. When he turned southpaw, he certainly had more success, but quite simply the more effective fighter over the course of those 12 rounds was Srisaket was Juan Francisco Estsada, rather. Now, we know that judges sometimes can favour fighters who get onto the front foot and look to try and be proactive and make the fight, but you just can't make a case. I can't make a case for Rungvisai having successfully retained his title there.
I thought for the first night.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, correction, make that after 24 rounds of magnificent boxing in the super flyweight division. We go to the scorecards for Chapter 2. Alejandro Rochin scores it 116 to 112. Craig Metcalf has it 115-113. Gerald Ritter 115-113. All to the winner by unanimous decision. Damas y Caballeros de Mexico, the new WBC.
So Juan Francisco Estsada gets it. 116-112 from Alejandro Rochin. 115-113 from Craig Metcalf. And Gerald Ritter. 115-113 is closer than we had it, certainly. Personally, I don't really see how you could give 5 rounds to Srisaket Rungvisai, but the right man has won. I don't think there could be any doubt about that. It was a terrific performance from him. He faded towards the end a bit, that is true. And Rungvisai picked up some rounds.